Well, as the person responsible for shipbuilding and acquisition programs of the U.S. Navy, advances in technology have become the basis for many of our newest platforms, to include LCS and unmanned systems. Given these platforms require less people, are we moving toward a smaller force more dependent on systems rather than manpower, and are platforms becoming more important than people?
Well, the short answer is absolutely not. The main thing that we have going for us in the Navy and Marine Corps, and it's not so secret a weapon, but our biggest weapon system and our most critical one are our people. We ask an enormous amount of our people to man these incredibly complex, incredibly advanced platforms that you talked about. And to do that, they have to be the best trained, they have to be the best educated, they have to be the most dedicated force that we've ever had, and that's exactly what we've got. And nobody else pushes responsibility down as early and as low as we do. We expect every sailor, we expect every Marine to be great at his or her job, and we expect it every single day, and we get it every single day.
The government shutdown has ended, and our civilian workforce has returned in full. To some, this may seem like the end of our budget issues. Are we in fact returning to business as usual, or are there future difficulties ahead?
I think we're anything from returning to business as usual. This budget deal that we got after the really self-inflicted wound of a government shutdown is only for 3 months, is only until January 15th. And I think that no matter what happens on this budget deal, that we're in a time of budget uncertainty, budget austerity, and that we can't approach this as business as usual, whether it's in how we buy things or how we conduct our day-to-day business. We've got to be good stewards of the taxpayer money. We've got to be good stewards at all times, but it's particularly important in these times of uncertainty and austerity. And our civilian workforce, no raises for several years, furloughed this summer. Then the government shutdown occurred. And the need to make sure that the people who work for Navy and Marine Corps know that whether you wear a uniform or not, you're part of the same team. This is a Navy family, and we literally could not put to sea. We couldn't do our jobs without the civilians in this department.
The Marine Corps was in the news recently for considering the use of a standard cover for both male and female Marines. And currently, midshipmen at the Naval Academy are wear testing a Navy standard cover. Is it your intent to institute this throughout the fleet? And if so, when can sailors expect to see guidance on the wear of the Navy standard cover?
No decisions have been made on this. You're right, we've got some wear tests going on. And, you know, I think one of the goals is we have in the Navy, there are practically no communities now not open to both men and women. I made the decision to open submarines to women. We've opened riverine crafts now to women. I think the SEAL community is the only one, and it's the actual operators, and that, because of the Secretary of Defense, is under review itself. I mean, we've got SEAL enablers that have been women for a long time. Is that as you look out across a group of sailors, you ought to see not female sailors and male sailors, but sailors. And that's the advantage of having one cover. We don't ask any other group to wear a different uniform. And the whole term of uniform means the same.
Just that.
Yeah.
As a final question, sir, how can sailors help support your priorities?
Well, sailors can keep doing exactly what they're doing, which is a great job on behalf of America. Sailors can keep doing the hard work, the being away from home, the the support that they give democracy and our freedoms around the world. Regardless of who the Secretary of the Navy is, regardless of who the Chief of Naval Operations is, our sailors are, as I said, our not-so-secret weapon. And what we ask of them is excellence in a very difficult job. And we ask it day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. And that's what we're getting. And that's what the United States sailor has given our country now for 238 years. And that's what they need to keep giving. And I'm absolutely convinced that they will.
Sir, thank you so much for speaking with us today.
Enjoyed it. Thank you.